This Tuesday edition of Wire to Wire. Hello
Wire
from
to
Horseshoe
Wire.
Indianapolis, alongside Rachel McLaughlin, track announcer
that
John
dance they
G.
did?
Dooley.
Is that what they did?
Bruce Springsteen. We're talking 80s.
Courtney Cox.
Here. We
She
got a
was
lot
in
of
the
great
video
stuff.
back
Yeah.
in the day.
Dancing in the Dark.
That's what I am.
Born to
today.
Run. The boss.
The boss.
11 races for all of you fans here today. Thoroughbred racing and a couple of quarter horse dashes to close out the card. So we've got 11 in total.
Yeah.
Four of the 9 thoroughbred races are carded for the turf course. That's good news. Turf course rated firm, relative 48 feet. Sunny skies, fast,
Look at this.
firm. We have the $1 Horseshoe Hat Trick All Turf Pick 3, and we kick off, finally, the Grayson Grass Challenge today. Can you believe it? Sunny skies and firm.
I like how Timmy put third time's the charm because honestly, and we have, that race 4, 7, and 9 is the all turf pick 3, and then we do have a wonderful day of racing. Really, we do. Beautiful weather. Grayson Grass is races 7 and 9, which are we'll talk about here in a little bit, but just gorgeous, gorgeous out there at the track.
And I see here that NBC's Nick Luck, who of course was rooting on the Dream Team. Man, did you watch that game? USA for gold. I mean, the men, the women.
It was amazing. I like
Great
the,
Olympics
what was
for
the
them.
long shot on the 500-meter dash or whatever
I
that
didn't see that.
one kid came flying. The Olympics are so fun to watch. I like watching the highlights.
Well, the good news is that now that the Olympics are wrapping up, Nick Luck's going to be able to join us for the Grayson
Finally.
Grass Challenge.
Yeah, we've got Nick's such a big deal that he was at the Olympics and now we got him with us. So we're very lucky.
We are starting off a 3-day stretch, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday racing, no live racing on Friday, and then Empire of Hope. We'll talk more about that. We'll have a Saturday evening card kicking off at 5 o'clock. But today it's just beautiful. Perfect day finally for the Grayson Grass Challenge. Sunny, fast, and firm for the official race day forecast. Let's check in with Todd Clausen at WRTV6. TK?
From Indy's streaming news leader, this is a WRTV update.
Well, as we kick off a new week of racing here this week, the weather is certainly going to cooperate with most of it. Temperatures getting back to more seasonable levels and just some small rain chances coming in our future. Today is not one of those days, John and Rachel. Partly cloudy skies today, very seasonable temperatures. They'll be topping off in the lower 80s as we work our way into the day. Tomorrow, high temperatures will be in the mid-80s, still with partly cloudy skies. The best rain chance this week arrives in the forecast late Thursday into the day on Friday.
Good news that, Todd, is we have no live racing on Friday. So if it comes late Thursday and on Friday, no live racing here. But Saturday, of course, Empire of Hope will get to that special day here with the 5 o'clock kickoff on Saturday in just a moment. But jockey standings-wise, Marcelino Pedrosa Jr., if you're tuning in, 3-time champion. Marcelino sideline, get well soon, buddy. Alberto Burgos with 45 wins here this season. They're tied at the top, and Alberto's won 10 of his 45 on the turf course. And of course, we've got 4 of 9 thoroughbred races carded for the grass today.
Yeah, so, hasn't really made a huge change, but I did just want to remind anybody that's here, might be new or just tuning in, Gennaro Klopp and Tim Eggleston in the top 3. John Horan tied right there, and then Lauer's right behind him. It's so close after, even still, Klopp can definitely catch up, but just between the second, third, and fourth spots there for Trainer. And then, of course, Burgess, Fernando, Evan, and Santo. Manny just really shot up there, so it's close then as well with the rest of the field. So we'll see how it goes towards the end of the meet, but here just a little bit over the halfway mark, we do have the standings as so, and we also got some really nice track trends today, which will kind of take us into our Grayson Grass Challenge. Eddie D sent us the turf routing stats, and in the 7th race where we have the Grayson Grass Challenge, we're going 1 mile and 3/8, which I always love to see those races. They're really really interesting. Yeah, right, exactly. And I'm really interested to see what everybody's going to pick in these races for their Grayson Grass challenges. But the track trends here, you have kind of a stalker position, and it looks like on the outside is really the most where you want to be in the kind of running. This is in the last 72 races. Love to see that. And then the other Grayson Grass race is another route and allowance, so be sure to look at those. And then we'll show some of the other ones for some of these races. The turf trainer and jockey turf, since we're going to talk about 7 and 9, Lauer and Brendan Walsh are up there for the turf trainer. And then which we're going to show here, Maker, Kelsey Danner, Joe Sharp. Look at those
Some
impacts.
big names on there.
Yeah, look at those impact numbers there for John Langemeyer, 3 of 6. He hasn't ran as many, but his impact number is huge, and win percentage as well. And then also for the jockeys, if we go to Burgess,
Alberto
look at that, 127.10 of which. So definitely note these names today for some of our grass races. Everybody loves those turf routes, so we're definitely going to get your fill of those today. And as far as betting, I really don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll start here in race 7 where the 3's out. Yeah, you know, this is a interesting race. The 11 does draw in, 12 and 13 are out. Sammy is on the 4. This one, you know, the 5 stay lost. Looks pretty tough here, but in the 7th race, I went 9-5-8 Mishka, as John just said. Brad Cox, this one had an even 4th last time. And then the 9th race, this is an allowance. These horses have ran plenty of times. Get the Brisnet PPs or your DRF out. We shortened it to fit here since we have 11 race card today, but these horses have a lot of experience. If you just go through some of the turf races for them in the 9th race, I went with the 5, but we're trying to raise money here for Grayson Grass. So what I like to do is like some exacta keys, exacta boxes, and fit in some horses that I think will be long shots and hopefully get lucky. So we're going to be raising money with those 2 races, 7 and 9 today, for the Grayson Grass Challenge.
Yeah, and in that 7th race, Gavin Ashton off his 1 mount. Sammy Bermudez talking about that 7th race made in turf over the 1 mile, 3 furlongs. You mentioned the scratches, the 3, 12, and 13, 11 drawing in, but the fact that Gavin Ashton riding today at Colonial Downs, so Sammy Bermudez picking up that mount. So the 7th and 9th races, that'll be the Grass Challenge, Grayson Grass Challenge, and of course for the Grayson Foundation and all their equine research and the great work that they do.
Yeah, it's really important to us to support that organization. And the 8, I think, is who I'm going to mix in there at 20-1. Edgar's been hot the last couple weeks. And this one, not a horrible showing, as the 5th by a length and 3/4. So I'm definitely going to mix that one in and hope that my odds stay high to maybe get a nice payout for the Grayson Grass Challenge.
Yeah, that horse, not a bad debut there at Belterra Park.
It wasn't bad at all. I watched it.
On the banks of the Ohio River, and tight quarters, and finished 5th. You get the jockey change going from Coco Mercia to Edgar Morales, one of the top turf jockeys here this season. So that certainly looks like a good one. And in the 9th race as well for the Grayson Grass Challenge today. Handicapper-wise, if you're joining us here on track at the races, welcome on a beautiful day. Today's handicapping contest for all of you, it's Dooley's Legends, $100 top prize, and also for online players, if you'd like to take part in today's contest, at horseshoeindiecontest@gmail.com on Back to the 80s Day. Dooley's Legends, and that contest, Rachel, runs all the way through the tail end of the meet there. We still got some months to go. You mentioned we're just past halfway as we dance in the USA.
Well, Robbie's bringing back the 50s with those glasses, though. So I don't know. Is it 80s Day or 50s Day? Dawson and I are always 80s because this is natural, baby.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Ooh, I love that movie.
Aaron's moving us along to the fishing derby.
Aaron's like,
We're gonna
shut
need a
up,
bigger
guys.
boat.
We
We're gonna
really
need a
need to
bigger
get to
boat,
Brian
speaking of
because you guys are
70s
embarrassing
movies.
us.
Jaws. Saturday, August 31st, top 3.
Gonna
No
need a
great
bigger
whites
boat.
out there, but a lot of fish. Top 3 with total prizes of $600. That infield lake is stocked, so you want to join us here early for the racing program and take in a nice fishing derby here on Saturday, August 31st. And then that, like a lot of things, that was also rescheduled. But hopefully, as Todd Clausen mentioned, the weather forecast, we've got a nice one going today and tomorrow, and then hopefully those showers will hold off, as Todd mentioned, with the forecast late Thursday into Friday, and we have no live racing on Friday. But really quick, Empire of Hope, that'll be this coming Saturday, 5 p.m. post time, an evening dedicated to raising funds and awareness for racehorse aftercare programs. We talked about the Grayson Grass Challenge and all the great work that the Grayson Foundation does, and also Empire of Hope, and we look forward to having a lot of fans joining us here on Saturday night, Rachel.
Yeah, 5 o'clock post, one of 2. And really excited to have everyone out for an evening of racing. Be sure to come ready to support our race horse aftercare programs. We're so happy to support them.
Live from Horseshoe Indianapolis, it's Saturday night. And don't forget, we'd like to say cheers to all of our great sponsors in 2024.
Should I prepare a monologue?
Talking about Brown Foreman, Tequila, Herradura, and Corbel. Every time Gino plays tequila and everyone yells out tequila.
That's like
Tequila Herradura here at Horseshoe Indianapolis.
we should add that. We should
I
all
always do.
scream
I
Herradura
do.
after.
I do in the booth. And then I get text from Eric. Also, Breed Development, cheers to them, our Winter Circle sponsor in 2024, talking about, of course, Murphy Trailer Sales. If you'd like to reach out to them, you can. There's the number on your screen, 765-361-8803. Operators are standing by now. Terrific customer service and loyalty since 1984. There are Winter Circle sponsors and the tote board, that big, beautiful tote board out there here at Horseshoe Indianapolis, and also the starting gate. That sponsor, B&H Electric. Cheers to them. They've got locations throughout the Hoosier State, and they're on the web. You can check them out, as Rachel does each and every day, at bh-electric.com, just to see what's happening with them.
Texting my
They're
boys.
great guys. They're good guys.
Good guys. Great company. Be sure to hit them up.
We'd love to hear from all of you on social media. You can reach out to me. I sent out those Horse Racing Nation jockey turf statistics mentioning about Marcelino Pedrosa Jr. and the fact that Alberto Burgos not only vying for the riding title, but the fact that Alberto's won 10 of his 45 races here this season on the turf course. So some great stats each and every day from our friends at Horse Racing Nation. Cheers to Ed and crew. Martha Clausen, she's got a couple of quarter horse dashes to analyze here today for all of our racing fans. She'll be joining the live program. You can follow Martha on X, Racing Rachel on X and on IG. And Brian had the weekend off. He was like taking it all in. That guy that was the Colts
Must
fan
be
there on
nice to be
Sunday,
Brian.
Mr.
Doesn't
B
have to
analyst.
work for on the weekend like you and I do.
Track-wise, you can reach out to us. We were working on Saturday. On
Real
X
MVPs
at
right here.
HS Indy Racing, on IG at Horseshoe Indy, and on YouTube, Horseshoe Indianapolis Racing. And Rachel, what should they do on YouTube?
They should smash that like button,
button.
follow, hit that bell to get
Robbie and
notified.
Megan do. Dawson does too, I think.
Heck yeah, they do.
Sunny skies, beautiful one, fast and firm. We've got the Grayson Grass Challenge set to kick off today with those handicappers. Good luck to you against the likes of NBC Sports' Nick Sluck and the rest of the crew. Main track fast turf course is firm, rail set at 48 feet. This is going to be a great day. We got the $1 Horseshoe Hat Trick All Turf Pick 3 in play. And by the way, 50-cent early Pick 5 carryover. That's up to beat and nail today. That's over $3,000.
Yeah, I got another one of those nice little after a quarter horse day seed money is like what I like to call it. So good luck.
there.
Remember, 21 minutes to this first race with that nice little carryover.
Brian Aragoni after a quick commercial break for Racing Rachel and all of us here. You've got Dawson, you've got Megan, you got Robbie over there on their iPhones. Track announcer John G. Dooley saying, "We're done. Have fun. Bye for now." What are they doing?
Tequila Herradura. Extraordinary awaits.
Corbel. Make it gold.
Feel the excitement with TwinSpires.com, the official betting partner of the Kentucky Derby and Breeders' Cup. With TwinSpires.com, place legal wagers and watch live horse racing wherever you are on any device. Sign up, play, and win today. New players use promo code FREE100 on sign up to start your $100 bonus. With TwinSpires.com, you can bet on horse racing. Get the TwinSpires.com app to receive special offers and the most up-to-date information. Terms and conditions apply. Void where prohibited. Please wager responsibly.
Here we are for the second half of Wire to Wire, now just 20 minutes away from kicking off our racing week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday night racing. No scratches, no changes in the upcoming first race, which should be a common theme throughout the day, as we're thankful to be back on that turf course today. 7 of them will battle it out over 6 furlongs, looking for their third career victory in their lifetime. I'm going to try and take a stand against your current favorite right now, Spot on Justice. This horse taking a huge drop in class, gets 10-pound weight allowance with apprentice rider Joshua Romero aboard. Ulola off, Romero aboard. This horse is winless over the last 2 years, 0 for 13 in that time. Each and every start was at the allowance level. In fact, some of those starts came at the $100,000 stakes level, or handicap level, as we like to call them now. Shows speed, doesn't show much finish. This is a horse who I just really haven't liked the finish of these races, whether it's the final 8th, final 16th, regardless of the distance. I know it's a huge class drop from allowance to claiming ranks, but Spot on Justice a play against for me. 1, 2, and 6 for me. In the openers, we step on that turf course for the first time of the day. A firm turf course at that, the rail setting at 48 feet throughout the card. And we will have no scratches, no changes kicking off the early pick 4, 15% takeout in that early pick 4. 5 furlongs going to be the distance, and this will be where the single does lie. Scotty's on Edge, second time on the turf, and I was impressed with the turf the first time. This is an Indiana bred who took on Open Company as they do today. Very similar spot, and ran admirably. Went off at 7-2, couldn't get to Foxtrot Anna, who's a horse who's been around the country, been over in Louisville, been many other places, and done very well on the turf course. In fact, I believe Foxtrot Anna may have exited that race to run up in Saratoga this past weekend, but Scotty's on Edge is a horse who loves to win. 4 wins from 15 starts. Winless on the turf, but ran very well the lone try on the turf. Orlando Mojica going to be calling the shots in here for Bob Dobbs, and that's a familiar face for the Dobbs gang. They win at 22%. I think will improve. Second time on the turf. Ran a good 4th place finish after that, dueling 3 wide. Had the lead at the top of the lane. It was kind of a bunch finish behind Zolo, who ran away and hid. But Scotty's on Edge on the cutback, back on the turf. Could be tough in this spot. Race number 3, optional claimers going 6 furlongs. No scratches, no changes. A challenging race in here. I think a lot of people are going to key in on the 3 and the 6. I'm also going to use some of the horses with experience here locally. Those fresh faces, oftentimes they need a race over the track, and that's what I'll bank on in here with a couple of long shots. In Marmalade Sky, along with Simply Complicated, 3, 4, 5, 6, as we try and move along to race number 4, maiden special weight group in here on the turf, going 1 mile. Looks to be a challenging race and a spread race for many. We're going to use a couple of long shots, and we're really not going to be overly fearful about it. 15-1 on the morning line, and Uncle Caesar, Jaime Torres, Riley Mott, and Torres has been picking his spots. He and his agent doing an awesome job when they ship into Shelbyville, winning at 33%. That's not a tiny sample size either. 24 starts, still winning at 33%. The full sibling, Hang the Moon, had 3 winners, and 2 of those came on the turf, earned over $157,000 on the turf. And the debut, it's not just your average debut over at Gulfstream Park. Lost to Speakeasy, Victory Avenue, both have gone on to be stakes horses since then. And it was also Pegasus Day. Anytime you're scheduled to debut on Pegasus Day, Connections believe you're a runner. They'll try the turf today after a brief freshening. I think Uncle Caesar is live. We'll also use in some lightly raced horses on the outside. Over the Ocean for Jonathan Thomas. Florent Giroux brings his services in for 1 lone mount today, and it's Over the Ocean. And then Tin Top Road, CJ Thoroughbred, Steve Asmussen, a quality road. Colton here, who had good works entering into the debut, could never get to east from west in there. It wasn't a great debut, wasn't a terrible debut, but do note they wanted to be on the turf in the debut. Race number 5, maiden special weight. This kicks off the late Fire 5 as well. Certainly not a race that you want to get wrong. It looks like it could easily be the All-Bun in here. If I'm being honest, it looks like anyone can win this race. The 5 and the 6 are scratched out of here. I'm going to try and key in on a couple of horses, or not really keying on anyone. As I said, it looks like an all race. The only horse we won't use is Unbridled Hero, who switches barns from George Leonard to Gennaro Garcia. But Bold Justice and Star Quality, if you're looking to cut this ticket in half, those are the 2 that are likely going to be battling it out. But I was fearful of the first-time starters, and Dr. Alex is in, along with Breezy Justice. Both tabbed a 4-star play by Horse Racing Nation. And the 3 and the 4 are going to be overbet, and potentially the 1 and the 7 overlooked. So they will be on our ticket in here. As we're 15 minutes away from Racing Week here at Horseshoe Indianapolis, a happy Tuesday to you and yours. And hopefully all the photo finishes are a winning variety. We've got healthy John G. Dooley back up in the announcer's booth. Miss Rachel on time, never late as always. And we are off and running on Racing Week here at the Shoe. Good luck today.
On that note, Brian, cheers. Brian Aragoni with his thoughts and analysis on the start to the 50-cent early pick 5 with a carryover. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello now from the broadcast booth. Track announcer John Giannulli here on a beautiful day at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Sunny skies, 80s, main track fast, turf course, rated firm. Turf rail set at 48 feet to start off this race week. We are fast and firm. If you have your programs close by, let's take a look at the changes and corrections on today's racing program. We start the 50-cent early pick 5 with a sprint. Carryover is in excess of $3,000 in the early pick 5. Low 11.99% takeout. In the opener, no scratches, no jockey changes. Number 3, Spot On Justice at 1 pound to the listed program weight. The opening sprint starts the early pick 5. Carryover over $3,000. In the second race, 1 of 4 today. Carter for the turf course, rated firm. Again, turf rail set at 48 feet. Here in the turf sprint, all 9 run. No changes in the second race. There are no changes for that matter in the third. The sprint at 3:12 p.m. Third race, all 6 run. No changes. Turning to the fourth. Fourth race, maiden turf mile. Starts the $1 horseshoe hat trick, all turf pick 3. Here, scratch the also eligibles. 11, Track by Tears. The 12, Tappet's Tale of Verve. 13, A Handful of Candy, and take out the 14, Oscar Worthy. Scratch the also eligibles, 11 through number 14. Number 2, Uncle Caesar. Should be listed in your program as being a gelding. That's the 2, Uncle Caesar. Ownership correction for Uncle Caesar. GMP Stables LLC of Anthony Melfi. Anthony Melfi, the principal owner for GMP Stables LLC, and the other owners are correct. Number 10, Tin Top Road, 1 pound over the listed program weight. The 10 is plus a pound, and scratch the AEs. Following that maiden turf mile, race 5, maiden sprint starts the 50-cent late fire 5. No carryover here. Scratch the 5 Tank Walk and the 6 TD Memories. With those scratches, no superfecta wagering. No superfecta starts the late fire 5. Scratch the 5 and 6. On to race 6 we go. And from the sprint at 4:45 p.m., take out the 4 Cupid's Runaway. Number 4, Cupid's Runaway, has been scratched. This starts the late pick 4. In the 7th race. 7th race maiden turf, scratch the 3, Mucho Macho Chick, the 12, Dame Straight, and the 13, Tonalite. Note number 11, Camino draws in. Camino, number 11, will run. Scratch the 3, 12, and number 13 from the race card. Number 4, Title Tactics, a jockey change to Sammy Bermudez. Sammy Bermudez will ride number 4, Title Tactics. There are no changes in the 8th race, maiden fillies mare sprint, all 10 run. Turning to the 9th. And here in the turf mile, scratch the also eligibles, 11 Bicar Betty, 12 Beyond Justice, and the 13 front cover. Scratch the also eligibles, 11, 12, and number 13. No rider changes. Reported overweights. The 1 Mart's Rosie, a pound over. 4 Primrose Girl, 1 over. 6 Soul Run, 2 over. And number 7, Shield Me with Prayer, add 1 pound to the Lister program weight, now makes it there 118. Scratch the also eligibles. First of 2 quarter horse dashes. 10th race the maiden over the 300 yards. Overweights. 2 DJ Smooch-a-Lot, a pound over. 3 The Fighting Rooster, 2 extra pounds. The 4 Nacho Renteria, 1 over. Number 5 WRH Fastman, plus 5 pounds. 6 1 Fine Machine, 5 over. Number 7 Zoom and Dance, add 3 pounds to the weight. 8 Rock Hard Love, 5 over. Number 10 She's Just Classy, plus 3 pounds. Race 11, closing the card. Quarter horse allowance dash over the 400 yards, fast track. Here no scratches, no rider changes. Number 2, a Separatist V, 1 pound over. Number 4, Rogue's Black Magic, 3 over. And 8, Bravo, plus 3 pounds in the finale all-weight run. Sunny skies on a beautiful one. 80s, main track fast. With 4 today carded for the turf course. Turf course rated firm and the turf rail set at 48 feet. We'll have the sprint opener to start off the 50-cent early pick 5 with a carryover in excess of $3,000, 8 minutes away. Make it a great day with us here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. The horses are coming onto the track for the first race. Opening sprint at 6 furlongs, a field of 7. Number 3, Spot On Justice, and 1 pound to the listed program weight. The 3's a pound over. Race 1 features Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, Double, Pick 3 starts at the 50-cent early Pick 5 carryover. And the early Pick 5 of $3,290. Low 11.99% takeout on the Pick 5s here this season. Main track fast, turf course firm. Rail set at 48 feet for our turf races. Fast and firm. 3 minutes to post time. 3 minutes to get a bet on. Post time in 2 minutes. We're now less than 1 minute away from post time for the opening sprint. Starts the 50-cent early Pick 5. Pick 5 carryover, $3,290. Fast and firm. Less than 1 minute. Late scratch from the opening sprint, number 1, Mariachi Justice. Was 9-1, now ordered scratch by the stewards upon recommendation of the track veterinarian. Scratch number 1, Mariachi Justice. All wagers on number 1, Mariachi Justice here in the opening sprint, refunds. Scratch number 1, Mariachi Justice. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have reached the starting gate. It is now post time. They're going in. Evan Roman with Mr. Negativity. That late scratch on Mariachi Justice, the one's a non-runner. Spot on Justice. Joseph Romero claims the 10-pound. Apprentice allowance has joined Mr. Negativity loading up. McKenna Anderson with Unbridled Victor. Now Deshaun Parker, here's Devil's Gotta Go. Mr. Negativity and even money, the first favorite, Mr. Negativity. Couple in the back. Simmer Bermudez with Looking at Justice. At 6 furlongs, one more. Fernando de la Cruz with Forever Lasting. To start the early pick 5, main track fast under sunny skies on a beautiful one. They're in the gate. Wayne running at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Poor starts for Spot on Justice, and Mr. Negativity was last away. Here's Spot on Justice. So after a bit of a flat-footed start, Spot on Justice dashed to the front for Joseph Romero. Devil's Gotta Go on the Black Silks. Joined toward the inside by Mr. Negativity, who's now up and after the front, and Forever Lasting is right there chasing the pace. Devil's Gotta Go is now in 4th after a couple of furlongs. Looking at Justice is 6 from the front as they enter the far turn and beaten for pace. Unbridled Victor trails here in the Tuesday opener. The opening quarter for Spot on Justice, tracked by Mr. Negativity and wide Forever Lasting, 22.76 seconds, but now with inside 3 furlongs to go. It's Spot on Justice, as Forever Lasting is coming with a bid. Mr. Negativity driven between horses. As they come past the quarter pole, Devil's Gotta Go straightens away in 4th. Looking at Justice and Unbridled Victor. It's Spot on Justice. Spot on Justice spins them in. Half mile 46.01 seconds with the rail for Joseph Romero. Spot on Justice is a furlong and away and leads by nearly 5. Forever Lasting vying for second with Devil's Gotta Go and Mr. Negativity battling between horses. They're near home. It's Spot on Justice. Despite a poor start, Spot on Justice gets the result from Devil's Gotta Go. Forever Lasting was 3rd, then Mr. Negativity Looking at Justice and Unbridled Victor. 112.10 seconds after the sprint, 112.10. 3-5 and then a show photo, 3 Spot On Justice. At 6-5 first, number 5 Devil's Gotta Go. At 6-1 was second. The judges will examine a photograph before posting the remaining order finish. Joseph Romero claims the 10-pound apprentice allowance. Here for Tony Granitz at 6-5. The first favorite starts the early pick 5. Number 7 Forever Lasting was third. And the 2 Mr. Negativity fourth. 3-5, 7, and number 2. The result of the first race is now official. Returning to the Murphy Trailer Sales Winner's Circle, the 3 Spot On Justice with Joseph Romero. Spot On Justice is a 4-year-old big gelding by Lantana Mob at a mining town by J-Town, bred here in the Hoosier State by Justice Farm Greg Justice. Racing for Bob Daunt, Rod O'Kelly, and Tony Granitz. Horseshoe Indianapolis congratulates the winning connections of Spot On Justice, paid 6-5. First results in. 3-5 exacta paid $19.40. 50-cent trifecta, 3-5-7, $17.20. With Mr. Negativity fourth. The 10-cent superfecta, 3-5-7-2 paid $4.94. In the opener, the 1 was a non-runner. Favorite first, 6 ran fast track, 112.10 seconds. Early pick 5 pool closed at $105,865. Early pick 5 pool. Favorite starts it off. Second race, 104 today, Carter for the turf course. Course rated firm, relative 48 feet under sunny skies. Second race, turf sprint. There are no changes, all 9 run. Race 2 features exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double pick 3, and starts at the 50-cent early pick 4 with the turf sprint. Firm and fast. Post time in 22 minutes at 2:43 in all cases. Please do try to make your selections. And Horseshoe Indianapolis wagers today early. Thank you. Coming up in just a moment, our first replay of the day of the State Bred Sprint. Hope you had a bet on Spot On Justice. William running at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Poor starts for Spot On Justice, and Mr. Negativity was last away. Here's Spot On Justice. So after a bit of a flat-footed start, Spot On Justice dashed to the front for Joseph Romero. Devil's Gotta Go on the black silks. Joined toward the inside by Mr. Negativity, who's now up and after the front, and Forever Lasting is right there chasing the pace. Devil's Gotta Go is now in fourth after a couple of furlongs. Looking at Justice is 6 from the front as they enter the far turn and beaten for pace. Unbridled Victor trails here in the Tuesday opener. The opening quarter for Spot on Justice, tracked by Mr. Negativity and wide for Everlasting, 22.76 seconds, but now with inside 3 furlongs to go. It's Spot on Justice. As for Everlasting is coming with a bid, Mr. Negativity driven between horses. As they come past the quarter pole, Devil's Gotta Go straightens away in 4th. Looking at Justice and Unbridled Victor. It's Spot on Justice. Spot on Justice spins them in. Half mile 46.01 seconds with the rail for Joseph Romero. Spot on Justice is a furlong and away and leads by nearly 5. For Everlasting, vying for second with Devil's Gotta Go and Mr. Negativity battling between horses. They're near home. It's Spot on Justice. Despite a poor start, Spot on Justice gets the result from Devil's Gotta Go. For Everlasting was third. The Mr. Negativity looking at Justice. Ladies and gentlemen, turning your attention for a moment to the 6th race. 6th race sprint for a weight correction. After just winning the opener on Spot on Justice for a 5th career win, apprentice Joseph Romero will now claim a 7-pound apprentice allowance going forward. Turning to the 6th race, number 1 Spoke, now corrected weight, Double Bug 115. Once again, after just winning the opener today on Spot on Justice, Joseph Romero now, after his 5th career win, will claim a 7-pound apprentice allowance going forward. 6th race, number 1 Spoke, corrected weight, Double Bug 115.
11 minutes to the second race here at Horseshoe Indianapolis, and this second race is a 3-year-old and up allowance, and it's an interesting group. It's an open allowance. They're going 5/8 on the grass, fast track, firm turf course, and the rails at 48 feet. What a beautiful day for racing. We started out here with a winner, Spot on Justice. Let's see if I can't get this daily double for my tip sheet home. 314 is what I'm going to go with in this 9-horse field. No scratches in here. Changes the 3, all jokes aside, is my top selection. Irving Mancada is aboard for Anna Mia, and this one is 4 of its last 5, and even the one that wasn't a top 3 finish ended up lighting up the board for the super there. Bettor's favorite the last 3 races and has been jumping back and forth between here and Belterra at the distance and loves the grass. Now, this is a step up. We're coming from some starters. Their allowances, optional claiming there for 16, and we're moving up to this allowance here, open company of the purse at 46,000. But I do think that he, of this group, does like the distance and surface the most. So hopefully that will trump some of the other reasons I'll give you for my other horses that I like in this group. I'm going to go next to the rail, Butch's Best, 1-7. 7-1. Got a little dyslexic there for a second. 7-1, Butch's Best gets Rodney Prescott aboard here for Rob Dobbs. Now, Rob's 20% allowance ranks. He's 52% of the money over the meet. This horse put up the highest Brisnet speed figure last time at 85. Now, that was on the slop sprinting in the Nobody Listens and ended up second to Win Me Over, who's also in this field in the 6. But this one has nice early speed and is coming off of a bullet work. It's a question mark, obviously, for turf. Not really sure how he's going to take it, but I do think that he will like it. The 4, Scotty's on Edge, 6-5 favorite right now. Orlando Mojica is aboard for Rob Dobbs. Rob's got the 1, he's got the 4, and these 2 in this field, both trained by him. This one's got a really high class rating. This horse has been running in some really tough allowances. He was the beaten favorite last time. Kind of went for the lead, got it, but then ended up getting swallowed up. But these speed figures in these races, it's very similar, including on June 11th, that turf race at today's distance and an allowance. Put up a 79. It was only beaten half a length by Foxtrot Anna. She's not in here today. And then the most recent win after the barn change was 85. Brisnet speed figure at 5.5 on the dirt. So pretty interesting. Even money favorite right now. Scotty's on Edge, but I switched it up here today. I think all jokes aside is home and cooled out at 9-2 here is my top selection. 314 for me in the second race. We're just 8 minutes to post. Good luck.
The horses called postward for the second race. The first of 4 today, Cardiff for the turf course. Turf sprint here at 5 furlongs. Course rated firm. Turf rail set at 48 feet this race week. Firm and fast. No changes here. All 9 run in the turf sprint. No changes. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta. Double pick 3 and start to the early pick 4. On parade with 4 minutes to post time. 4 minutes now. Three minutes to post time. 3 minutes. Post time in 2 minutes. Less than 1 minute to post time. Turf sprint starts the 50-cent early pick 4. Firm and fast. Less than 1 minute. The horses are approaching the starting gate. Crossing over to the turf course. Arriving at the gate. It is now post time. Loading in front of starter Ray Kuick. Rodney Prescott with Butch's Best. Jane Elliott partners Good As I Once Was. Joins Butch's Best loading up. German Tarasa with Holiday House. White with the turquoise stars. Eddie Perez with Win Me Over. Irving Moncada with All Jokes Aside. Sophie Doyle, King Me Drew 7. Now Orlando Mexico with Scotty's on Edge. Loads the 4-5 favorite. Here's Scotty's on Edge. Like Butch's Best. Both from Bob Dobbs Jr. Evan Roman with Samba Lover. Give it a 17-1 chance. Scotty's on Edge holding 4-5 favorite. One more. Gettysburg Address, Manny Esquivel for Dallas Stewart. Horse here firm, rail at 48 feet. Second of the day from Horseshoe, Indianapolis. Where it's 3-5 on Scotty's on Edge. All in mind. Ready. They're off. All jokes aside, broke sharp. Quickly engaged by Butch's Best and Holiday House right there with the turquoise cap. It's Butch's Best. From the rail for Rodney Prescott, Butch's Best took the front. From All Jokes Aside is a joint second with Holiday House. Then comes King Me with Scotty's on Edge on the rail and Win Me Over in between horses running in sixth. Toward the inside, Good As I Once Was in the black silks and tight quarters. Gettysburg Address wide and making progress to 3 furlongs from home. Samba Lover trails. The first quarter posted in 21.09 seconds. Butch's Best bowling along in front as All Jokes Aside starts to gain. Holiday House in between horses now as they turn for home with Scotty's on Edge toward the inside, looking to move up a big gap now. And here's Scotty's on Edge as Butch's Best exchanges a bump there with Holiday House. Scotty's on Edge still coming full on. All Jokes Aside and King Me. They come past the 16th. Here's Scotty's on Edge for Orlando Mexico. Scotty's on Edge to the front and has won it from Butch's Best. For the Bob Dobbs Jr. 1-2. Holiday House was third, then King Me, Samba Lover, Gettysburg Address, Win Me Over. All Jokes Aside flattened out, and Good As I Once Was tailed off. 55.82 after the sprint, 55.82. 4-1-2-7-4. Scotty's on edge. 1-2 favorite first. 1 Butch's Best at 6-1 for the Bob Dobbs Jr. Millard Selden exacta. 2 Holiday House at 25-1 odds was third, and 7 King Me at 27-1 fourth. Orlando Mexica, Bob Dobbs Jr. Millard R. Selden, Revocable Trust, Scott Selden. It's Scotty's on edge at 1-2 home. The result of the second race is official. Returning to the Murphy Trailer Sales Winner's Circle, the 4 Scotty's on edge with Orlando Mexica. Scotty's on edge is a 5-year-old. Dark Mare Brown gelding by Competitive Edge. Out of the More Than Ready mare, Tracy is ready. Bred in Indiana by Millard R. Selden, Revocable Trust. Bob Dobbs Jr. trains for Scott Selden's. Millard R. Selden, Revocable Trust, the winning owner and breeder. Horseshoe Indianapolis congratulates the winning connections. Scotty's on edge. Scotty was the 1-2 favorite. Official. The 4-1 Bob Dobbs Jr. exacta, $15.80. 50-cent trifecta, 4-1-2 and even $27. 3 and 4 the early double paid $11.40 and with King Me fourth. 10-cent superfecta, 4-1-2-7 paid $37.12. And the turf sprint favorite first, all 9 ran firm, 55.82 seconds. In the third, no changes in the sprint, fast track all 6 run. No changes in the third of our 11 carded. Wednesday post time, 2:10. Thursday post time, 2:10. No live racing this Friday. Don't forget Saturday is Empire of Hope here to benefit Thoroughbred Aftercare. Empire of Hope, Saturday evening post time, 5 o'clock this coming Saturday. Race 3 with exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double pick 3. Third race post time will be in 22 minutes at 1/4 past. They're off. All jokes aside, broke sharp. Quickly engaged by Butch's Best and Holiday House right there with the turquoise cap. It's Butch's Best. From the rail for Rodney Prescott, Butch's Best took the front. From all jokes aside is a joint second with Holiday House. Then comes King Me with Scotty's on edge on the rail and Win Me Over in between horses running in 6th. Toward the inside, Good As I Once Was in the black silks and tight quarters. Gettysburg dressed wide and making progress to 3 furlongs from home. Samba Lover trails. The first quarter posted in 21.09 seconds. Butch's Best bowling along in front as, all jokes aside, starts to gain. Holiday House in between horses now as they turn for home, with Scotty's an edge toward the inside, looking to move up a big gap now. And here's Scotty's on edge as Butch's Best exchanges a bump there with Holiday House. Scotty's on edge still coming full on. All jokes aside, and King Me, they come past the 16th. Here's Scotty's on edge for Orlando Mexica. Scotty's on edge to the front and has won it from Butch's Best. For the Bob Dobbs Jr. 1-2. Holiday House was third, then King Me Samba Lover getting We're just past the top of the hour here at Horseshoe Indianapolis with a couple of races already in the books, including that win by Spot on Justice in the opener. It was apprentice Joseph Romero, by the way. Congratulations. Joseph, now with his 5th career win, will claim a 7-pound apprentice allowance going forward after taking that sprint opener for Tony Granitz with favorite Spot on Justice. And 1 minute to go in the turf sprint. It was that victory under jockey Orlando Mexico with Scotty's on Edge, a 1-2 favorite home for Bob Dobbs Jr., who had that 1-2 after the second race turf sprint for Millard R. Selden. Revocable trust. That is Scott Selden. Congratulations to the first 2 sprint winners on today's racing program. Joseph Romero and Orlando Mexico, the jockeys already on the Tuesday score sheet. Talking about jockeys, 13th day of August here as we get past the 3 o'clock hour, coming up on a nice sprint feature. Fast and firm on a beautiful day with the turf rail set at 48 feet. And after a couple of races, I mentioned the jockeys already on the score sheet here today. Let's talk about some of the winningest jockeys so far during this month of August. Again, here on the 13th day of this month, Alberto Burgos. He's vying for the riding title, but first, through 5 days of racing here early on in the month of August at Horseshoe Indianapolis has been Evan Roman. He's been right there in the top 5, top 4. Also among the leading jockeys here this season. Evan's first full season here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. He did very well back in the day in Northern California. Well, Evan leads all jockeys this month already with 5 wins. And as I mentioned, Joseph Romero and Orlando Mexico, they're the 2 already on the scoreboard here today. Alberto Burgos. Well, Alberto was tied with Marcelino Pedroza Jr. for the leading jockey here this season. In fact, Alberto has 10 wins of his 45 on the turf course. So just keep that Horse Racing Nation stat in mind going forward. Alberto having a good season on the turf course, and we've got 3 more going on the grass course here today, rated firm. Alberto and Edgar Morales each have 4 wins early on during this month of August. Rodney Prescott, he's right there with Fernando Ledo Cruz when you start talking about the all-time winningest jockey in history here. Well, Rodney has the highest win payout for August in the early portion of this month with a $37.80 winner. Rodney just running second on Butch's Best in that turf sprint dash won by jockey Orlando Mexico on Scotty's on Edge. And Evan Roman, speaking about 5 wins already this month. Well, Evan has been pretty solid with the favorites. We've had a couple of winning favorites here today. Joseph Romero, Spot on Justice, and Scotty's on Edge with Orlando Mexico. But Evan has been 5 for 5 onboard favorites, at least for the first 5 days of racing here during this month of August. 13th day of the month, we've got a couple of races in the books on a beautiful one. Over $100,000 in that 50-cent early pick 5 pool. And after a couple of sprints, one on the main track and one on the turf, won by Scotty's on Edge. Spot on Justice in the opener. It's been, through 2 at least, a chalky day insofar as our handicappers go, with a nice pool in the 50-cent early pick 5. We're 11 minutes away from the 3rd race. Good luck with your selections and wagers. The rest of the card here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Parading for the third race, stepping onto the track for this sprint over the 6 furlongs, a field of 6. There are no changes. All 6 run. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double pick 3. We are fast and firm. 4 minutes away from post time. 4 minutes now to the off. Post time in 3 minutes. We're less than 1 minute away from post time. Less than 1 minute. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have reached the starting gate. It is now post time. Loading. Lure him in. Irving Moncada claims the 7-pound apprentice allowance. McKenna Anderson, Alberta Sun coming up. As join lure him in. Luan Machado with Triana, green gold sash. Alex Achard with Marmalade Sky. Couple back. Alberto Burgos, Simply Complicated, drew 5. At 6 furlongs. One more. 3 to 5. Favorite. Streaming now. Evan Roman for Polo Lobo. Favorite Spot on Justice and Scotty's on Edge, our first 2 sprint winners. They're in the gate. And they're off. Sharp start for Streaming now. Marmalade Sky with an early bid. Simply Complicated. Driana's in the green cap. Lorman and Alberto Sun. It's Streaming now. Nicely to the front here for Evan Roman. Streaming now dictates terms to Simply Complicated, who chases the pace. Marmalade Sky is running in third and joined on the outside by Alberta Sun, who's making headway past the half-mile pole. Lorman with the rail, and Driana trails. 6 lengths from leader to last, and the front runner is Streaming now. Takes them to a quarter in 22.44 seconds with 3 furlongs to go. And Streaming now to track down. So Streaming now leads at 1 to 5 for Evan Roman, coming toward the quarter pole from Luramin, with Simply Complicated, and Alberta Sun strides up on the far outside as these Fillies mares turn for home, and then toward the inside, Marmalade Sky and Driana coming on the far outside with her bid. These Fillies mares have straightened away, and here's Luramin and Streaming now. They're head-to-head half mile, 45.85 seconds. It's Streaming now. Streaming now has a fight on her hands with Luramin, who's driving through toward the inside. Streaming now, Luramin toward the inside. Streaming now and Luramin for Irving Moncada. Luramin just reeled Streaming now in. Simply Complicated was third. Marmalade Sky finished fourth. Photo finish after the Fillies mare sprint, 110.64. They've called for a win photograph. Hold all. One 6-5-4. Upset in the Fillies mare sprint. 1. Lure him in. 15 to 1 first. 6 Streaming now at 1 to 5 denied. Number 5 Simply Complicated at 36 to 1 odds was third. And 4 Marmalade Sky fourth. Irving Moncada claims the 7-pound apprentice allowance. Gets the win here for Anna Mia. Turk's Head Turf. David Mia. 15 to 1. Lure him in. Result official. Returning to the Murphy Trailer Sales winner circle, the one, Laura Min with Irving Moncada. Laura Min, 4-year-old dark mare brown filly by Tappet. Out of the first Samurai mare, Bet She Wins. Bred in Kentucky by Lothenbach Stables Incorporated. Adamia trains. For Dale Kraps, Turk's Head Turf, and David Mia, the owners of the now 4-time winner, Horseshoe Indianapolis congratulates the connections of Laura Min. She was 15-1. The 1-6 exacta paid $65.20, 50-cent trifecta, $165, $98.85. 4-1 double, Scotty's on edge to Laura Min, $71.40. The first pick 3 on the card, 50-cent pick 3, 1 and or 3 with the 4 with the 1. Pick 3 paid $46.30 with Marmalade Sky 4th. The 10-cent superfecta, 1654, paid $44.67. And the Phillies Mare Sprint, favorite, second. All 6 ran, 110.64. Race 4 in the maiden 3-year-old Turf Mile. Scratch the also eligibles. 11 Track of My Tears, 12 Tappet's Tale of Verve, 13 Handful of Candy, and the 14 Oscar Worthy. Scratch the also eligibles. 11 through number 14. No rider changes. 10 Tin Top Road is a pound over. The 10 a pound over, and 2 Uncle Caesar is a gelding. And the ownership of Uncle Caesar should read KMP Stables LLC, Anthony Melfi, the principal of KMP Stables LLC, ownership correction there. Exacta trifecta superfecta, double pick 3, starts at the $1 horseshoe hat trick, all turf pick 3, under sunny skies, course firm rail at 48 feet. Horseshoe hat trick, all turf pick 3. Starts with the maiden turf mile in 21 minutes, 3:46 post time. And they're off. Sharp start for streaming now. Marmalade Sky with an early bid. Simply Complicated. Driana's in the green cap. Lorman and Alberto Sun. It's streaming now. Nicely to the front here for Evan Roman. Streaming now dictates terms to Simply Complicated, who chases the pace. Marmalade Sky is running in third and joined on the outside by Alberta Sun, who's making headway past the half-mile pole. Lorman with the rail, and Driana trails. 6 lengths from leader to last, and the front runner is streaming now. Takes them to a quarter in 22.44 seconds with 3 furlongs to go. And streaming now to track down. So streaming now leads at 1-5 for Evan Roman, coming toward the quarter pole from Laura Min. With Simply Complicated, and Alberta Sun strides up on the far outside as these Phillies mares turn for home, and then toward the inside, Marmalade Sky and Driana coming on the far outside with her bid. These Phillies mares have straightened away, and here's Laura Min. Laura Min and streaming now. They're head-to-head half mile, 45.85 seconds. It's streaming now. Streaming now has a fight on her hands with Laura Min, who's driving through toward the inside. Streaming now, Laura Min toward the inside. Streaming now, and Laura Min for Irving Moncada. Laura Min just reeled, streaming now in. Simply Complicated was third. Marmalade Sky finished.
Tony, what is your favorite kind of race?
A winning race.
What is your favorite kind of race?
Oh, I think any turf race.
What is your favorite kind of race, Sarah?
7 furlong races.
7 furlong races, dirt or turf?
Turf.
Grade 1.
Grade 1.
The one I win.
Long, short, grass, dirt. The
Oh,
one I
boy.
win, I like.
The one I win. Probably long on the grass.
Jeff?
Well, I'm a little partial because I used to love whenever track had one of those marathon series.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
They
yeah.
start at a mile and go to 2 miles. I won so many of those, but we don't have many marathon races anymore, but I loved them.
A horse race.
Ten minutes away from race number 4 here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. A long shot spices up that early pick 5. Great ride in there, getting the 15-1. The field's longest shot on the board. Home a winner, beating the heavily backed 1-5 favorite. Has to settle for second, unfortunately, for our friend Gavin, who wanted to see the 1-5 come home to score. 9 minutes away from race number 4. The Late Fire 5 kicks off in race 5. We've got a big field going out onto the turf course for the second time of the day, kicking off the $1 minimum Horseshoe Hat Trick Turf Pick 3. Each and every day we're on the turf course here. 15% takeout. It's one of the players' favorite bets of the day. Scratch your outside runners. 11, 12, 13, and 14 out of this race. 10 of them battling it out over 1 mile on the turf, all looking for their first career victory. I'm going to go all the way to the outside in Tin Top Road for CJ Thoroughbreds. Eric Asmussen and Steve Asmussen have been winning races in plenty lately. They're winning at 18% with an ROI of $1.50. This $225,000 Keeneland sales grad is a 3-year-old colt by Quality Road out of Tin Type Gal. And they ultimately wanted to try her on the turf course on debut. She debuted here May 8th. She stayed in an off-turf event where I thought she had really good works he had really good works entering, but was well behind early and ultimately ended up even in the lane, kind of running on. Wasn't a terrible debut, but should move up on the turf. The Dam was a graded stakes winner on the turf. The lone sib, not much to write home about, 0 for 13, but I am hopeful of surface change, a little bit of a brief freshening, and a horse who went into the debut with good works can run a big one in here at 5-1, but they do have to deal with the horse right next door in the starting gate. 9-2 all the way down to 9-5 for Over the Ocean, a 3-year-old colt by Oscar Performance. Drew $100,000 at the FTK sale off a $25,000 stud fee for Oscar Performance. Gets Lasix for the first time. Florent Giroux been riding all over the country. The guy was here for Indiana Derby Day, went to Iowa for Iowa Derby Day. I've seen him all over. Wherever the big races are, Giroux is usually shipping in his tack and his services. And today he comes here for one mount and only one mount. And it's no surprise that Over the Ocean taking a ton of action. 9-5 right now are the projections. Has been working steadily over at Keeneland along with Ellis Park, a 4-star play by Horse Racing Nation. We'll see if Over the Ocean can live up to the hype. But may have to deal with a horse down on the inside who's also taking action right now. And this kind of action is, in my opinion, not really a surprise, but maybe the amount is a surprise. When a horse like Over the Ocean takes a ton of action, all the eyes are drawn to that. But what often gets overlooked is another horse who's taken a lot of love, and that's Uncle Caesar. 15-1 morning line, currently 7-2 on the board. Projections as low as 3-1. A 3-year-old colt by champion Uncle Mo for Riley Mata. Second-time starter Jaime Torres is going to be calling the shots in here. Debuted at Gulfstream Park on the dirt. Didn't just debut any old day over at Gulfstream down in Florida. Debuted on Pegasus Day. And when you're running in maiden special weights on Pegasus Day, you're usually running into some tough customers. And that's what Uncle Caesar found out in Speak Easy and Victory Avenue. Both have gone on to do well in stakes competition. Since then, Uncle Caesar, a full sibling to Hang the Moon, who has got 3 wins. 2 of them have come on the turf and has banked over $157,000. So you've got a horse who made a lone start on a big day against some tough competition, and breeding would suggest should appreciate going onto the turf course today. Second-time starter in here, has been given about 6 or 7 months off since the debut and has taken action 3-1 from 15-1. Certainly taken some love in here, but we'll see if Giroux made the right decision coming to Indiana for Over the Ocean. A talented group in here coming at you 5 minutes from now.
horses call post. We're now for the fourth race. Maiden 3-year-old Turf Mile. A field of 10. Scratch the also eligibles. 11, Track of My Tears. The 12, Tappet's Tale of Verve. 13, A Handful of Candy. And 14, Oscar Worthy. Scratch the also eligibles. No rider changes. 10, Tin Top Road, a pound over. 2, Uncle Caesar's a gelding. Uncle Caesar ownership. GMP Stables LLC. Anthony Melfi, the principal. That's an ownership correction for the 2, Uncle Caesar. Exacta Trifecta Superfecta. Maiden 3-year-old Turf Mile starts another rolling double pick 3, and the $1 Horseshoe Hat-Trick All Turf pick 3 starts here. Course firm rail at 48 feet. Firm and fast under sunny skies. 2 minutes to post time. Parading. 2 minutes. Less than 1 minute to post time. Maiden 3-year-old Turf Mile starts the $1 Horseshoe Hat-Trick All Turf Pick 3. Course firm, rail at 48 feet. You have less than 1 minute. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have reached the starting gate. It is now post time. They're going in. German Terraza with Wicked Melody. Declan Cannon, Hot Wings. Hot Wings has joined Wicked Melody. Jaime Torres with Uncle Caesar. With Alberto Burgos, Kentucky Go-Go coming up. Kentucky Go-Go loaded. Manny Escobar with Snow King. Walter Rodriguez. Caradia debuts. Fernando Little Cruz with Daddy's Dinero. Just over the mile.
They're good up front.
Now Florent Giroux. Over the Ocean, the son of Oscar Performance making his bow. 7-5 on Over the Ocean drew 9. Daddy's Dinero given a 37-1 chance. So we'll need to straighten this out as Kalahari King has drawn 5. They need to rearrange the gate. While they straighten out the post position order, it's now 7-5 on Uncle Caesar, 2-1 Over the Ocean. There's 6-1 Tin Top Road, 8-1 Hot Wings. So reloading, Wicked Melody back to that rail draw. Hot Wings drew 6. That's right. Uncle Caesar. Snow King coming back up. Kentucky Go-Go went back in well. Caradia, Daddy's Dinero. Now Kalahari King drew 5, and Kalahari King coming up to that proper spot. Over the mile. Again, Florent Giroux with Over the Ocean. Uncle Caesar, the 6-5 favorite. One more. Eric Asmussen with Tin Top Road was fourth here on main track debut. Horse firm rail at 48 feet this race week on a beautiful one. Start to the Horseshoe Hat Trick All Turf Pick 3. All in. They're off. Snow King with Daddy's Dinero. Uncle Caesar with the purple cap. Wicked Melody settles, and here comes an early bid from the first-time starter, Caradia, who's up and after the lead, and Over the Ocean gets position with a green cap. So in the early stages, Caradia and toward the inside, Daddy's Dinero as they enter the first turn. Then saving ground is Snow King with Over the Ocean. Tin Top Road is wide, and toward the inside is Hot Wings with a white cap and sleeves as these three-year-olds go to the back of the course. Kentucky Go-Go between horses, black with the gold chevrons. Uncle Caesar settles with the rail for Jaime Torres. Then comes Kalahari King, and Wicked Melody has dropped back to 10th and last. The opening quarter, 22.80 seconds. So Caradia leads the maiden turf mile. Caradia in front, leads here by a length and a half to Daddy's Dinero with Snow King a ground-saving third. Over the Ocean gallops along in fourth. Hot Wings in fifth. Then comes Tin Top Road on the far outside. Kentucky Go-Go in between horses. Uncle Caesar, Kalahari King, and the trail remains Wicked Melody. It's still Caradia. Clocked a half mile in 47.90 seconds. Caradia, the 28-1 target as they come toward the quarter pole. It's Caradia with Daddy's Dinero now launching a bid as they straighten away. Then Over the Ocean with Snow King. And on the outside, this sweeping bid by Kentucky Go-Go as they turn for home after three quarters. In 1 minute 12.66 seconds, it's Daddy's Dinero. Caradia on the outside. Here comes Kentucky Go-Go, who's storming home here for Alberto Burgos. It's Kentucky Go-Go who has the kick. Kentucky Go-Go has won it by 5. Over the Ocean on the wire in a photo with the longtime leader Caradia. Then Daddy's Dinero, Snow King, Wicked Melody, Uncle Caesar, and Hot Wings head of the rest. There'll be an inquiry into the stretch run. Deep in the final furlong, Stewart's inquiry, unofficial. 7 Kentucky Go-Go at 21-1 first. The judges will examine a photograph before posting the remaining order of finish after the maiden 3-year-old turf mile. 135.92 inquiry into the stretch run, Alberto Burgos. Now tops the leaderboard here is 46th of the season. Here for Doug O'Neill, the Calumet Farm homebred, son of Hightail. Third time was the charm for Kentucky Go-Go at 21-1. The judges have posted number 8, Caradia. 28-1 second, a nose to 9 Over the Ocean. At 5-2 third, and 4 Daddy's Dinero at 23-1 getting into the frame. 7, 8, 9, 4 inquiry concerns the stretch run. Retain all tickets until official. There was an inquiry into the stretch run of the maiden 3-year-old turf mile, and after a stretch run inquiry, the stewards will disqualify number 3 Snow King from 5th to 6th for causing interference with the 6 Hot Wings in the final furlong of that maiden turf mile. Again, there was a disqualification. It did not impact the top 4. After an inquiry, the stewards will disqualify number 3 Snow King from 5th to 6th place for causing interference with the 6 Hot Wings in the home run. Returning to the Murphy Trailer Sales winner's circle is the 7 Kentucky Go-Go with leading jockey Alberto Burgos. Kentucky Go-Go is a 3-year-old dark mare brown colt by Hightail. Out of the Agnes Gold mare, Energia Freebie, bred in Kentucky by Brad Kelly's Calumet Farm. Doug O'Neill, the trainer of record. Horseshoe Indianapolis congratulates the winning connections of Kentucky Go-Go out to the maiden ranks at 21-1. Result official. The 50-cent pick 3, 4 with the 1 with the 7. Pick 3 paid $450.80. The 7-8 exacta, $740.60. 50-cent trifecta, 789, paid $1,025.15. 1-7 double, $936.60. Another upset on the card. Kentucky Go-Go in that maiden 3-year-old turf mile. 21-1, 135.92. Daddy's Dinero ran 4th. 10-cent superfecta, 7894. That 10-cent superfecta returned $1,908.47. 10 ran 135.92 after the running of race 4. In the 5th race, maiden juvenile sprint, scratch the 5 Tank Walk and 6 TD Memories. No superfecta wagering. No superfecta. Scratch the 5 and 6. Race 5 with exacted trifecta. Double pick 3. Sprint starts the late fire 5. Post time in 18 minutes at 4:19. They're off. Snow King with Daddy's Dinero. Uncle Caesar with the purple cap. Wicked Melody settles, and here comes an early bid from the first-time starter Caradia, who's up and after the lead, and Over the Ocean gets position with a green cap. So in the early stages, Caradia and toward the inside, Daddy's Dinero as they enter the first turn. Then saving ground is Snow King with Over the Ocean. Tin Top Road is wide, and toward the inside is Hot Wings with a white cap and sleeves as these 3-year-olds go to the back of the course. Kentucky Go-Go between horses, black with the gold chevrons. Uncle Caesar settles with the rail for Jaime Torres. Then comes Kalahari King, and Wicked Melody has dropped back to 10th and last. The opening quarter, 22.80 seconds. So Caradia leads the maiden turf mile. Caradia in front, leads here by a length and a half to Daddy's Dinero with Snow King a ground-saving 3rd. Over the Ocean gallops along in 4th. Hot Wings in 5th. Then comes Tin Top Road on the far outside. Kentucky Go-Go in between horses. Uncle Caesar, Kalahari King, and the trail remains Wicked Melody. It's still Caradia. Clock to half mile in 47.90 seconds. Caradia, the 28-1 target as they come toward the quarter pole. It's Caradia with Daddy's Dinero now launching a bid as they straighten away. Then Over the Ocean with Snow King. And on the outside, this sweeping bid by Kentucky Go-Go as they turn for home after 3 quarters. In 1 minute 12.66 seconds, it's Daddy's Dinero. Caradia on the outside. Here comes Kentucky Go-Go, who's storming home here for Alberto Burgos. It's Kentucky Go-Go who has the kick. Kentucky Go-Go has won it by 5. Over the Ocean on the wire in a photo with the longtime leader Caradia. Then Daddy's Dinero.
Long shots galore, back-to-back long shots, providing plenty of spice in that early pick 4 and early pick 5. But we start anew with the late fire 5, beginning now just 9 minutes away. Some first-time starters mixed in with some horses with experience. And here's the 2-year-olds take the spotlight at Horseshoe Indianapolis on a Tuesday. 5.5 furlongs going to be the distance on a fast main track. Do scratch numbers 5 and 6, Tank Walk and TD Memories. I'm going to go to the horses with experience, but maybe not the one you would expect. Star Quality is a heavily backed favorite at this point, as low as 2 to 5. But Bold Justice exits the same race and was only beaten by a half length and ran somewhat of a green, that may be too light of a term, debut, a unique debut. In fact, broke a length and a half clear of the rest of that field. Showed a ton of early speed. You see it on the running line. Third by a half length. Was actually first about 100 yards out of the gate by a length. And then was almost immediately attacked by Star Quality, who's also in this race, and gave way. At the top of the lane, it did not look good for Bold Justice. In fact, was losing ground and appeared to be waving the white flag. But once Santos Sanger moved Bold Justice to the outside, got the dirt out of his face, finished up what I thought was best. Finished up very willingly behind a tiring Star Quality. This is a unique run in here to break so alertly and then lose ground and drop back, only to re-rally. I think they'll figure things out mentally today. They did pay $26,000 at the sale for this one, just $4,000 below Star Quality, who went for $30,000 back in 2023. But Bold Justice ran a unique race. This is a horse where the mare was a 12-time winner, a full sibling to Holy Justice, who's earned about $215,000 here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Manny Escobar going forward today for Gennaro Garcia, and I think there is certainly upside with Bold Justice, who's projected to go off your clear second choice at 9 to 5. But Star Quality also ran a bang-up race. While Bold Justice broke alertly, that was the opposite for Star Quality. This is a horse who, even though that first quarter on the Equibase chart line says second by a head, which is accurate, it really doesn't tell the whole indication. The hop start was significant. This is a horse who was 2 or 3 lengths behind the rest of the field at the starting gate and then rushed up. And usually that quick rushing move rarely yields positive results. It didn't in this case either. It probably cost Star Quality the win last time out. The backers who were hopeful to get over 2 to 1 last time aren't very excited about 1 to 2 this time on Star Quality. Shorty Perez going to be aboard today. Hopefully this 2-year-old Spite Song gelding doesn't have any gate issues today. If he breaks alertly, I think they may all be running for second, and here did break slowly, rush up 4 wide. Kept digging throughout the line, did ultimately give way to Monarch of Motion that day, but Star Quality's out of an unraced mare who produced Unveiled, who stakes place winner of over $200,000 now. So Star Quality certainly has some expectations to live up for Mass Thoroughbreds. We'll see if Star Quality can take them gate to wire in this bunch. But of the first-time starters, the one that intrigues me maybe the most is Dr. Alex is in, a 2-year-old by Shagaff. And Shagaff's been doing very well here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Get a veteran rider like Fernando de la Cruz aboard for Michelle Elliott, whose numbers are a little bit better than this year would indicate. 7% with first-time starters. She routinely is a little bit higher than that. This one looks well-meant down here in the walker ring, carrying good fitness, not too much weight or anything like that you see under the carriage. Pretty tight under there for Dr. Alex is in, and has been blowing holes in the wind in the morning. This is a horse who has always been quick. In fact, May 25th, one of the first workouts, was third best at 37, going 36 breezing. Recently a 48-4 breezing from the gate, and a bullet workout on August 6th. I usually don't pay much attention to how fast workouts are, but that one kind of jumps off the page. 47-3. Best of 30 that day for Dr. Alex is in. Ziggy Zaggy Stables sending out what was originally expected to be 2 in here, but why run 2 and 1 will do. They scratched Tank Walk, who is the horse with experience, to get Dr. Alex is in the spot. Let's take a look at this late fire 5, 1, 3, 4, and 7. Going to use the first time starters mixed in with the horses with experience. The single going to come in race number 5, and this is a single I happen to fancy quite a bit in this spot. Cielo Azul and Fernando de la Cruz, Michelle Elliott could get us off to a riding double in here. They're going to be teaming up with the number 1 in the upcoming 4th, and then heavily backed favorite Cielo Azul, who looks like an excellent $5,000 claim. Since the layoff and the $5,000 claim at Turfway Park, has turned around to lose a photo finish at the optional 10K and then win in dominating, wrapped-up, easy fashion last time out. We'll see if Cielo Azul, the 7-year-old, can make it 2 in a row as the rider's set to get the leg up here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. We've had some big prices already, some monster prices, 15-1 and 21-1 the last 2 races. We'll see if that trend can continue in here as the 5-pack kicks off the Late Fire 5.
The horses are coming onto the track now for the 5th race. Maiden Juvenile Sprint at 5.5 furlongs, a field of 5. Scratch 5 Tank Walk and the 6 TD Memories. No superfecta wagering. No superfecta. Scratch the 5 and number 6. Exacta Trifecta. The start of another rolling double pick 3 and the 50-cent Late Fire 5 starts here. No carryover in the late pick 5. Fast and firm. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have reached the starting gate. It is now post time. They're going in. Fernando de la Cruz with the first time starter. Dr. Alex is in and is first to join up. Now Edgar Morales with Unbridled Hero joins Dr. Alex is in. Manny Esquivel with Bold Justice. 4 to 5 favorite Star Quality. Eddie Perez for Bob Gorham. Star Quality second here on debut. Dr. Alex is in, fractious in the gate. Dr. Alex is in, has been backed out of the gate. Right now, 9 to 5. Dr. Alex is in. Okayed by the track veterinarian to reload and run. Dr. Alex is in. Star Quality. So stand by. One more, Simmer Bermudez with Breezy Justice. Fast and firm. Here comes the fifth. All in. The rough and sprinting. And there's Bold Justice in the black cap. Dr. Alex is in, has dashed the lead now for Fernando de la Cruz. And just a short time after the start, Dr. Alex is in, has the pace to lead the race from Star Quality in the white cap. Bold Justice, Unbridled Hero, and the first-time starter, Breezy Justice, is fifth and well back. It's Dr. Alex is in. Dr. Alex is in charge with just over 3 furlongs to run. From Unbridled Hero, who's gained second from Star Quality, Bold Justice, and we still trail back to Breezy Justice. Dr. Alex is in. The quarter 22.87 seconds coming toward the quarter pole. Dr. Alex is in. Star Quality looms up now for Eddie Perez. Unbridled Hero, Bold Justice, Breezy Justice as these maiden 2-year-olds straighten away. Dr. Alex is in. Star Quality charging hard on the outside, trying to get up here to Dr. Alex is in, who's holding on to this lead for Fernando de la Cruz. Then Unbridled Hero running in third. Bold Justice, Breezy Justice never picked up with Fernando de la Cruz. Dr. Alex is in and Star Quality. Dr. Alex is in. On the wire, Star Quality came charging at the end. Dr. Alex is in and Star Quality. Unbridled Hero finished third. .106.20 after the maiden juvenile sprint. 106.20 seconds. It is a win photograph. Hold all tickets. 1-4-2-3 out to the maiden juvenile sprint. 1, Dr. Alex is in at 5-2 first. Just in ahead of the 4, Star Quality at even money. Just missed. 2, Unbridled Hero at 6-1 third, and 3, Bold Justice was fourth. 1-4-2-3. Fernando de la Cruz on the son of Shagaf. For Michelle Elliott, Ziggy Zaggy Stables, Dr. Alex is in at 5-2. Result official. First time starter. Number 1, Dr. Alex is in with Fernando de la Cruz. Dr. Alex is in, making a house call to the Murphy Trailer Sales Winner's Circle. 2-year-old Chestnut Gelding by Shagaf. The Misty Mind by Discreetly Mind, bred here in the Hoosier State by Martha Johnson and Bruce Murphy. His Indiana breeders. Michelle Elliott trains for Steve Solarski's Ziggy Zaggy Stables. Horseshoe Indianapolis congratulates the winning connections. Dr. Alex is in. Results and prices on the maiden juvenile sprint. The 1-4 Exacta paid $24.40. 50-cent trifecta 1-4-2, $22.95. 7-1 double 202.60. Early pick 4, $2,873. 50-cent pick 3. 1 with the 7 with the 1, $1,700. $58.25. And the 50-cent early pick 5 on 5 of 5 paid $8,207.20. Early pick 5, $8,207.20. Maiden juvenile sprint 106.20. Race 6 of our 11 carded. Again, Wednesday post time 2:10. From the sprint, scratch the 4 Cupid's Runaway. Number 4 Cupid's Runaway has been scratched. Number 1 Spoke. Once again, after winning the opener for a 5th career win, Joseph Romero now will claim the 7-pound apprentice allowance going forward. Spoke corrected weight double bug 115. Joseph Romero now claims the 7. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, pentafecta, double pick 3, late pick 4 start with a sprint. Post time in 20 minutes, fast and firm, 4:50. Post time. Roffin sprinting. And there's Bold Justice in the black cap. Dr. Alex is in, has dashed the lead now for Fernando de la Cruz. And just a short time after the start, Dr. Alex is in, has the pace to lead the race from Star Quality in the white cap. Bold Justice, Unbridled Hero, and the first-time starter, Breezy Justice, is 5th and well back. It's Dr. Alex is in. Dr. Alex is in charge with just over 3 furlongs to run. from Unbridled Hero, who's gained second from Star Quality, Bold Justice, and we still trail back to Breezy Justice. Dr. Alex is in. The quarter 22.87 seconds. Coming toward the quarter pole. Dr. Alex is in. Star Quality looms up now for Eddie Perez. Unbridled Hero, Bold Justice, Breezy Justice as these maiden 2-year-olds straighten away. Dr. Alex is in. Star Quality charging hard on the outside, trying to get up here to Dr. Alex is in, who's holding on to this lead for Fernando de la Cruz. Then Unbridled Hero running in third. Bold Justice, Breezy Justice never picked up with Fernando de la Cruz. Dr. Alex is in and Star Quality. Dr. Alex is in on the wire. Star Quality came charging at the end. Dr. Alex is in and Star Quality.
The 2024 Global Symposium on Racing, celebrating 50 years of being the premier networking event of the year. 50 years of connecting the who's who of racing and collaborating face-to-face with key decision makers. Discover the latest technology and innovation while being a part of the international conversation. Join us December 9th through 11th. Register at racingsymposium.com.
Feel the excitement with TwinSpires.com, the official betting partner of the Kentucky Derby and Breeders' Cup. With TwinSpires.com, place legal wagers and watch live horse racing wherever you are on any device. Sign up, play, and win today. New players use promo code FREE100 on sign up to start your $100 bonus. With TwinSpires.com, you can bet on horse racing. Get the TwinSpires.com app to receive special offers and the most up-to-date information. Terms and conditions apply. Void where prohibited. Please wager responsibly.
We are 10 minutes to race 6 here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. We got a 3-year-old and up starter optional claiming for $10,000, and they're going 5.5 on the dirt. The 4 Cupid's Runaway is out, leaving us 7 betting interest, and right now the 5 is the 4-5 favorite. I'm going to go with the 3, though, a few too many. Edgar Morales is up for Tim Eggleston, and this is a 6-year-old gelding. He knows his job very well. He's consistent in the money, and last time out, he was claimed for a nickel and put up a 78, getting second as the bettor's favorite. Before, when Sippy had him, he had been running him in starter optional claimers, and that is exactly where Tim has put him here. He is definitely competitive here as before he was claimed. This year in 2024, he lit up the board in all 4 starts and was 3 of 4 in the money. So I think that this guy's really consistent in this group, and back where, in these starters, he's definitely going to get a cut of it. He does have kind of a stalking type racing style, and he's drawn sort of the inside of the group. The 5 is who I'm going to go with next. The 3 right now is 5-2. The 5 is the 4-5 favorite. The 4 Cupid's Runaway is out of here. So we got a space beside Cielo Azul. Fernando de la Cruz is aboard for Michelle. They're looking to make it back-to-back wins. She had a very nice winner in that 2-year-old baby race last out. Fernando putting a good ride on Michelle's baby. But this is not a baby. This is a 7-year-old who knows what he's doing as well. And she's had him since Turfway. Brought him here, put him in these starter optional claimers, and just has done really well. The last two was at 5.5, and that's the distance we're at today. Second by a nose and put up an 82 on May 6th, and was the bettor's favorite last time out on June 18th and put up a 77. Won by 4. Beat Flower Pecker in there, a few too many, who's in this race today. Just pretty salty. Now, this guy has put up the best speed of the group at the distance of 5.5 of 87. It was a while ago, but he has ran an 87 at this distance and surface. And then I'm going to go to the 1. Can Joe Romero get a double? He is looking for another win on the card here today. He's riding Spoke for Lily Gonzalez, a 5-year-old Ridgeling who was second versus similar last time out at 6 furlongs, has been running against this group, a few too many. Leo's Roar, they've all been, Cielo Azul, they've all been kind of going up against and fit in this group. It's kind of a toss-up as to whose day it's going to be. Couple back, he got really, really taken out at the start, and that was a 5th place finish at today's distance, and was at 6 furlongs last time, like I said, and was second. At the distance, though, 3 of his 3 wins have been at 5.5. So this is his kind of bread and butter right here as far as class and as far as distance and surface goes as well. I'm going to go 3-5-1 here in the 6th race. We are just 6 minutes to post here at Horseshoe Indianapolis on our 11 race card, but I'm going to go on top with a few too many. Edgar Morales and Tim Eggleston on top for our 6th race here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
The horses stepping onto the track now for the 6th race. This snakebred sprint carded at 5.5 furlongs, a field of 7. Number 4, Cupid's Runaway, has been scratched. Scratch the 4. 1 Spoke. Once again, Joseph Romero, now with a 5th career win, claims the 7-pound apprentice allowance going forward. Corrected weight, double bug, 115 for the 1 Spoke. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, pentafecta. Double pick 3, late pick 4 start. Fast and firm if you're just joining. 3 minutes to post time. 3 minutes to the off. Less than 1 minute to post time. Starts at the late pick 4. Less than 1 minute. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have reached the starting gate. It is now post time. Loading, Spoke. Joseph Romero now claims the 7-pound apprentice allowance with 5 career wins. Cielo Azul, Fernando de la Cruz going for a double with Michelle Elliott loading up. Samuel Bermudez, Oro Azteca coming up. Chris Landeros, Leo's Roar, now Evan Roman with Tay. Couple back. Aguileras, a few too many. Cielo Azul, 4-5 favorite at 5.5 furlongs. So stand by. One more. McKenna Anderson with King Social. He's a 3-time winner. All in. Ready. And they're off. Leo's Roar. Tay making a dash. Spoke toward the inside with Oro Azteca now coming with a blitz as they make this run toward the half-mile pole. It's Oro Azteca, where Samuel Bermudez has taken a short lead from Leo's Roar. Tay is right there, Spoke toward the inside, a few too many. With Cielo Azul running 6 lengths off the leader at the 3.5, and King Social trails the State Bred Sprint. It's Oro Azteca. Oro Azteca leads a length and a half to Leo's Roar. As they round the far turn, Cielo Azul is now picking up on the far outside. Tay Spoke. A few too many. We draw back to King Social. The quarter 21.94 seconds. It is Oro Azteca and Cielo Azul. Strides up on the outside. Here come the Hoosiers. It's Cielo Azul, Oro Azteca. Spoke gets a rail run and is now coming through. Tay a few too many and Leo's Roar. We trail back to King Social still. It is Spoke who's rallied up the rail now for Joseph Romero to take the lead past the 16th and leads home Cielo Azul. Spoke scores by 4 from Cielo Azul. A few too many third, Tay 4th, and Oro Azteca back in 5th. 104.63 after the state bred sprint. 104.63, 15372, 1 Spoke. 5-1 first. Number 5, Cielo Azul at even money second. 3 A Few Too Many at 9-5 third. 7 Tay, 10-1 fourth, and 2 Oro Azteca for the Pentafecta featured. 15372. A couple of wins on the card for Joseph Romero. Now a 6th career win, claims the 7-pound apprentice allowance going forward. Here for Lily Gonzalez, son of Jack Milton. It Spoke at 5-1. The result of the 6th race official. Returning to the Murphy Trailer Sales winner circle, the 1 Spoke, a running double for Joseph Romero. Spoke is a 5-year-old dark Bayer Brown Ridgeling by Jack Milton. The Hold Me Sue by Hold Me Back, bred here in the Hoosier State by Dawn Martin. Lily Gonzalez trains for Esteban R. Godia Ramirez. Horseshoe Indianapolis congratulates the winning connections of Spoke. Sprints home at 104.63 at 5-1 odds. The Pentafecta paid $24.22. Oro Azteca ran 5th. Pick 3, 452.50. 1-5 exacta, 32.40. 50-cent trifecta, 153, $14.75. 1-1 double, 89.20. And the 10-cent superfecta, 1-5-3-7, paid $11.29. In the sprint, the 4 was a non-runner. Favorite second, 7 ran, 104.63 after the running of race 6. To the 7th, we go back to the turf. Maiden Fillies Mares Turf, 1 mile, 3 furlongs. Scratch 3, Mucho Macho Chick. The 12, Dame Straight, and the 13, Tonalite. Scratch the 3, 12, and number 13. For Title Tactics, a jockey change to Sammy Bermudez. Sammy Bermudez on the 4 Title Tactics. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta. Once again, the 10-cent Grand High 5 Pentafecta wager featured on the Maiden Fillies Mares Turf. Double, pick 3. Post time in 21 minutes at 5:20. And they're off. Leo's Roar, Tay making a dash, Spoke toward the inside with Oro Azteca now coming with a blitz as they make this run toward the half-mile pole. It's Oro Azteca.